Hey dudes, what's up? It's Thub. Good morning. Yes, actual morning. Not nighttime out there, just very, very early. That's important today because we're going off to do a section I like to call the Kessel Run. I've never said that out loud to anybody in my life, so I just think of it that way. I think of it that way because I need to be fast. I need to be early. I need to be like a ninja. So the darkness is good. There are plenty of people out there who will call the cops on me. They have done it before, and it will happen again. And even if I don't get a ticket, that's still just kind of a waste of time being stopped by the police. The other thing is, there is competition, and I cannot allow them to go any further. Thanks for coming along. Don't know how good the video is going to be, but I know this is going to be fun. Let's do the thing. You probably can't see me right now, so I'm not going to vlog this until the sun actually comes up because it's kind of a waste of footy. See you in a minute. Time to go. Alright, now that we got a little light, you guys can come along. Now this next loop is probably the biggest and therefore most important because I got the most out of it on this morning. Unfortunately, I got to do it a little out of order. I wouldn't normally do this one this early, but this is where Buddy's been cutting my grass, so I've bumped it forward in priority. We'll get it done nice and quick, and hopefully we don't see him anymore. I do not love starting the route off with a fistful of wine bottles. We'll just ditch the wine bottles somewhere along here. This is the only alley we'll do all day. Well, see, that's the reason we need to be so fast and the cops are always getting called. It's because, with the exception of this alley, it's all roadside today. Sometimes I don't pull much of anything out of this section because Alex actually does it earlier in the week, but I still go through it because I like the way it connects and creates a loop for me to do. Perfect bag for the glass we got. We got limited battery, so we'll be back in a minute. Bam. Blessings. Glass stash. I think it's safe to say the interloper's not yet been through. Anyway, I was gonna stash these, but there's not that many of them, so I'm just gonna hang on to them till there's enough that making a stash makes a little more sense. Wow. There's actually, I say wow because this is the second time I've seen two huge bags full of DVD cases in that guy's bin. I feel like I should be grabbing them, but I don't know what I would do with them. Yeah, as far as the glass, all I mean is these days I try to make as few glass stashes as possible, because every stash I make is one more thing I gotta try and remember. And I have a limited mental capacity for things like that. Doing well. I'll just finish this up. Not too bad. This is going well. We're on schedule. We're getting everything we need. And I saw the guy who's been cutting my grass. He didn't look very happy to see me, so now he knows how it feels, I suppose. This is... that's one in the bag. I saw him turn around and head the other way, so this means I need to adjust a little bit. I don't know all the spots he likes to go to, but I know one other spot that I like to go to that I've seen him in. Oh good, there's the garbage truck now. Getting up early is key. This spot coming here right now might have been a mistake, because the competition is already en route to the next contested area. At least he thinks it's contested. I hope he's enjoyed his stay. Anyway, this is the next spot for the trucks to come grab. Just gonna have to put that there for now. No, I'd like to stash them somewhere discreet, but I'm gonna grab that one right away. There's no time. This is all very stressful. Frick yeah, there he goes, boys. The other competition. basically the exact same time I finished the last bin. So, beautiful. Now we just gotta grab that wine bottles. Wait, frick. Holy cow, I'm moist. All right, just in time. Now hopefully the other guy had something else to do before he got to the spot that I was worried about. Because I want it all. Go, go, go. All right, here's the next section. Aha. And that is what we want to see. Cans are pretty much the easiest things to bring in, and everybody recognizes them as what you're looking for. So this probably means we're safe. He hasn't come through. There is, of course, another threat. On my way in here, I just saw a police cruiser roll on into the area I just came out of, and I don't usually see them patrol there. You never really know what's going to happen when the P9 can stop in to say hi. So, let's see how today goes. That's pretty much my motto at this point. My hands are really cold and wet right now. Wow. I'm not used to seeing him over here this early. That's the green guy, so there's nothing to worry about. Well, not nothing. Thing is, as soon as you see the green guy, the blue one's going to be right along. Now it's one of these two. Yep. All is well in the world. Saving power. Alright, way too many wine bottles in this area. Alright, 2 or 3 more sections remain, and all of them are kind of dicey. I'm not sure if anything's going to be left on any of them, because the trucks seem to be acting kind of weird today. And the one that we're going to head to right now, I definitely took a chance on, because normally it's the one I do first. But last week when I did it, when I was leaving and finished, I went and checked, and it hadn't actually been dumped yet. So there's a chance that's actually like a different truck's route, though. There's 3 different sets of trucks that actually cover the areas that I've been bouncing back and forth between. So it's a bit hectic. It's fun though. Oh crap. Okay, yeah, like I said, hectic. Alright, I checked a few bins, and the opening, it looks like we're alright. They're still full. So I put on my last dry glove. I would like to be going in the same direction as the truck does, just to make sure I stay ahead of him. But they've been switching things around, so I have no idea what he's going to do. All I can say is we're going to do our best. How far down? Does the rabbit hole go? I don't see anything underneath. Combo! Not a good start. I met this guy once. He doesn't toss out anything, but his neighbor does. Hopefully those are still there. Early return. Normally this area pulls a little harder than this. I gotta admit, I'm kind of disappointed. Might as well just carry these. We're halfway done, and there's not that many of them. I can manage the effort. And one of these ones sometimes throws out a whole whack of beer bottles. So part of me is hoping they did. And the other part of me, not so much. Both parts would be satisfied if they just switched to canned beer. Now the rest of these are just onesies and twosies, so time skip.
All right, no coffee breaks. There's one more big one. That one worked really well. Let's see if this holds out. Actually, frick. I want to get over there. Yeah. I know there's a bit in that bin. So, okay.
All right, we're here. And it doesn't look like Big Blue has been through. The truck that just went by, that was Waste and Recycling Services. Now that's not a good thing, because if anybody's going to give me a ticket, it's not going to be the cops, it's going to be those guys. Swoop. Hopefully he doesn't come back. Oh, there he is. He did a little loop. It might actually be wise to skedaddle. But there's also a chance he was just checking out something regarding the bins before the trucks rolled through here. Have you ever played Dead by Daylight? I kind of feel like I'm a survivor on Dead by Daylight. But you don't have to go running like a cockroach every time you see the killer. Of course, if you never go running like a cockroach, you're probably gonna die, but that's not the... I'm just gonna save battery power, and if anything interesting happens, I'll have some. All right, there it is. Something interesting. See this? That, my friends, is from the other guy coming through here first. It used to be so peaceful. Yeah, see? He only ever grabs the little stuff though, so there's still gonna be milk jugs and such and such. I'm sure he still left me all the glass. But the only thing is, I have no idea if he started here earlier, which would push me to do this area first next week, or if he hot-footed it over here after realizing someone had beaten him to the punch on the other one. Good. Not bad, and you?
Not bad. One here if you want.
What? Oh, heck yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, no problem.
Just regular maintenance. Got to make sure everything's gonna flow proper.
Check all day.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
Cool. That smells great too.
Yeah.
Stress-free.
Yeah.
I guess that's one way to look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's you too, guys. That one's pretty weak.
Okay, there's one more. It's just a little guy. It's like a half bag kind of a situation, but it's a nice little cherry on top that typically doesn't get picked up till right near the end. It's a late pickup. At least it is normally, but these trucks have not been behaving normally. It's actually pretty close to the one where we saw the big green truck rolling through. So it's kind of up in the air.
All right. Let's move quick. I don't even know if there's any point. The guy's right there. What is he doing? What is he doing? Okay. It sounds like blue bins. So, does this have anything left? Yes. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Now, the, the lifter arm we don't have enough time ahead of them to dig through everything too much. We just got to look for the low-hanging fruit, the meatiest parts. The lifter arm on the garbage truck is on the right-hand side, and just like mail delivery trucks, they always make right-hand turns whenever possible. So we're starting on the right side, or what will be the right side when he turns right at the corner. Okay, so far these ones are kind of barren. There's still some money though.
All right, well, that was pretty good. It wasn't perfect. There were parts that I would change. Not bad. Now we gotta go pick up the glass. So there's that glass. Right there, good enough. That glass. Ow. Here it comes. And there's the last one. Still here. Nice. There. Oh my god, I'm so f***ing wet! From all the rain. And the fact that this car is like full. It's not bad, but we didn't get up at 5:30 in the morning to do a half-ass job, did we? No. I'd say I should probably just get home safely and finish this video when I'm not driving. So, 1 second. Today was especially juicy. I don't know why. Oh, no, I know why. It was raining. What? And that was my Kessel Run. It is hectic and it is stressful, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope you can excuse me if I sounded a little negative when I was whining. There's a lot of things that can come up. It's that's why I visit so many different little loops and stack them all together for redundancy, because it is extremely prone to disruption, and I still didn't manage to get rid of the other guy. He still managed to get something, as I pointed out with the that's why I pointed out all the holes in the bag. So I guess I'm just gonna have to move things around a little differently. I thought I would have had that, but that's okay. I think I might just have to sacrifice a couple. If he's watching these videos, you know, sometimes I feel like this guy leaves a few cans and bottles at the start of a loop that he does on purpose. As far as the car full of bottles, yeah, that went okay. It used to be better, but it was still pretty good. And it's definitely one of the most important days of my week. I've never shown that before because I'm not really sure what people are interested in seeing. I guess people are interested in seeing like the whole thing, and I do find that run interesting. I just don't find anything cool or like something that I'll fix or something that'll sell. Usually not, because it's just I need to move so fast in order to grab everything that I want to go home with me. There's really no time for dicking about, picking through and finding interesting stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I don't really show it. I just didn't think of it as a very valuable piece of content. But people were curious, so there it is. Yeah, well, that's pretty much what I'm going to do today. Now, if that didn't make it abundantly clear, this whole bottle picking shtick can be a lot of work. Even with a vehicle. Don't let anyone tell you it's easy. Thanks for coming to hang out. Leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.